What is going on, everybody? Jerry here with 3DHP, and I've got a problem and I need your help. I've got a solution, but let me tell you what was going on, and we're gonna get into it right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Well, I got a problem with my CNC. I was doing another vistasculpt video, and then I dropped it in Carb Maker after I show you what I was going to do. Taking my emblem back there. I've tried other programs, and I can't get it to come out right. And I wanted the 3D image of my logo, and a CNC that had some 3/4 MDF. And had a problem. Let me flip my camera around and tell you what's going on here. Or I'll show you what's going on. Alrighty, here's my Genmitsu Prober V2 XL that I supersized to 1300 by 1300. And I've been doing some videos with this lady lately talking about vistasculpt. And as you can see, I've got a piece of material there. It's a little over 21 inches square. That's 3/4 MDF. And I was running a job yesterday until I wasn't. And first off, when I started up the machine and I homed it, I was having trouble with my Z-axis here. When it raised up, it went past its stop point. Went all the way up, ran right past it, and then that's like, how am I going to get that back down? That's an EMA 23 closed loop stepper. It has no knob on it. So I finally got a little tiny Allen wrench. I put it in the bottom, up under here in the center. There's a place where you can put a little tiny Allen, and I got it hooked in there. And then I took a screwdriver, because this blue plate was all the way up against the top here, and I put a flathead in there, gave it just a little bit of pressure, so when I turned that Allen, it would come down easily. Well, when this end stop switch went past it, I had to loosen up the screws so that when it was past this knuckle right here, it wouldn't hit it and break the end stop. So I had it turned out. I got it back down, put it back together, got the machine to home, went over here, XYZ 0, right here on the front left corner, was looking perfect. The job started, had a camera set up on it, filming it for a time lapse. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, about 20 minutes into the job, all of a sudden, my X motor stopped working. It started blinking. You know, the 5 blinks of death, the red light blink. It's all over the forums and on the groups on Facebook talking about it. Constantly people having issues with it. And I've got my machine grounded here, so that's not the issue. And what happens is that the bit all of a sudden, instead of going diagonally, it's just running back and forth, front to rear, front to rear, front to rear. So I hurry over, I go into G-Sender, I raise up the bit on the router here, then I turn it off, and I check the wiring. I take off the connectors on it, because like here's another one just like it. Got a little red light that'll blink. There'll be a green light running, and then this red light shouldn't be on at all. If it is, it usually gives you 5 red blinks, which means it's some kind of an electrical error or a bad connection on the wires. I Googled it, I printed it out. So I cleaned the connector, I put both wires back on. And a few days ago, this happened on another job I did a video on. And it happened once I corrected it and reset everything, it was fine. The job continued for many, many hours and didn't have another hiccup whatsoever. But now that I'm starting this job, it happened again. Okay, fine. I reset everything to 0. I started the job again. It done it again. Reset it to 0, check the connection. Then it done it the 3rd time, so then I gave up. Because then it's 3 times in a row in the same job, and that hasn't happened before. So whenever this motor goes all the way up, go past its end stop and slams, I get a blinking light on this one 5 times. Okay, fine, I know why that happened. I probably need to replace these, I forget the name of these right now. I was looking them up online. But I'll probably have to try to replace those. I might have a bad one. I can't seem to find them. SaneSmart doesn't have them on their website. Amazon has a different type. I'm trying to find the exact same ones, and I'm not seeing them. Now, I've seen some online that have a longer arm that goes down here past the body with a roller and it still clicks, but they're not exactly like this, so I need to find some exactly like it. And here's a better look. Let me flip the camera. Where are they at? Yeah, there's some right there. They're all the same on this particular machine. I need some more of those. If anybody knows where I can buy them at, please tell me in the comments down below. Be greatly appreciated. I know that they're on AliExpress, but I really don't want to have to order from AliExpress. take a while to get here. Anyway, since that big piece of wood right there, at the moment is scrapped, I need to resurface the whole thing. And to resurface something that big, it needs to be done on this machine. Now my other machine right here, which is a 4040 Pro Max, works great. I done a bunch of aluminum last year on it when I was cutting stuff out of aluminum with an O-flute bit. But to keep the bit cool, I was told to spray it with WD-40 or spray it with alcohol. At first I heard WD-40. When I did that, it left oily substance all over the wasteboard, the original wasteboard back here. And I tried to clean it off and it won't, and I tried to sand it, and I put tape on it and it won't re-stick. So that's kind of dead at the moment. And then I took some, I forget what it is that I have, and I put on it and tried, I'll put the name on the screen here. Tried to clean up with that today and let it dry real well. The tape still don't stick. So I got some scrap MDF that I had here. As you can see, I screwed down the 4 corners. I'll use that for a wasteboard. Well, since I wanted to make a giant emblem like the one on the wall, and this is scrapped at the moment until I fix the machine, I had some smaller material here. But look, that was something I tried to do a long time ago and I didn't want to throw it away. So here's what I'm going to do. I'll use my blue tape on both sides with super glue. This is 12 inch by 12 inch. I'll resurface this in G-Sender, and then I'm going to do the same thing that you're going to see here in a minute, but it's going to be on this machine smaller. So we're going to go in the house, we're going to jump into vistasculpt and into Carveco Maker, and what you're going to see me do is going to be a little over 21 inches. That was done yesterday morning. This is the next day, and yes, I'm still doing it, but I went back in the house and I sized it down to 12 by 12, so that's what's happening in this video. But if you guys have an idea as to why I'm getting random stops on this X-axis, please let me know. They're NEMA 23 closed-loop steppers, and personally, I think they're crap. It might just be me, but I've had nothing but problems with these closed-loop steppers on this particular machine. And it even happened before I built the machine. If you remember, when this thing was real tiny, I don't have the rail out here, but when this thing was very small, I had a problem on my Y-axis where one motor locked up and one motor didn't, and it was tweaking the bed and it was raising it up off the table, and I have no idea why it had that glitch. The NEMA 17s never had trouble with anything like that happening, and I've reviewed 4 Genmitsu machines. I currently have 2 left, and this one they allowed me to upgrade it, and I supersized it to 1300 by 1300. One other thing I wanted to add, I bought a whole bunch of these ferrite ring cores. You know, like they have on your extension cords and such all the time. They're everywhere. I got on Amazon. I bought a whole bunch of different sizes. Now, my dust collector does not have one on it. Not the Makita, but the Genmitsu router here does not have one on it. There's a few things here that do not have those on it. The Genmitsu controller, the cord that goes to the controller doesn't have one on it. So I'm going to put those ferrites on all these cords. Maybe that's the problem. It can't hurt, so maybe that I can slowly narrow down the issue by saying, yeah, I've done that. I do got the machine grounded back there, as you can see. I've got this now grounded, so before this cord was bumping things and was causing the program to screw up, I've got that grounded. This copper wire hangs out inside here. Here, I'll show you. See, it hangs out inside there just like that. So that should work, or it has worked up until now. So just wanted to mention that. That's one thing to take into consideration. I'll put those on it. But since I want to get this emblem done, at least on this 12 by 12, and I haven't used this Genmitsu machine in quite a while, I need to run it. So we're going to do that here. And then I got the hospital coming up on Wednesday. I got to have a triple bypass. So this video should come out right before that happens. And anyway, here we go. Hello and welcome to 3D HP, everybody. I'm in vistasculpt today, and I would like to redo my logo. I've tried a few different programs, and I never seem to find anything that will properly let me engrave my logo on my CNC. So I'm going to try vistasculpt today and see how it works out. And if you see this video, it worked out, and if you don't see the video well, it didn't turn out very well as far as for rendering it in vistasculpt. So let's get going. I want to go up here to see, click to upload, load an image. I made a folder for it, so the way I'm not scrolling through my hard drive trying to find the file. 3D HP, no background. Hit open. Now let's see. Image to relief is what we want to do. Skip preview. Enable cropping. We don't need to enhance it. It's basically a cartoon image. Generate 3D relief. And let's see how this goes. Possibly take a few minutes, so if it's very long, I will speed this part up. Well, I got done. Wow. It's looking interesting. Need some more depth and detail. Let's see what we can do with it. Now my material is only going to be 3/4 of an inch, so I gotta be careful what I do here. If I go too thick here, once I get into Cardco Maker and I put in my thickness, it's going to change it. Detail. It's going the wrong way. Well, that looks pretty good. Got to get the size right. Okay, my Z limit would be, like I said, 3/4 of an inch, but I don't know if I can change it right here or not. I can do thickness over here on the left. We'll do that here in a second. Let's hit accept model. And the material I'm working with today is going to be 21.5 by 17 3/4. So, length. Let's take that down to 21.2. And I said 17 3/4. That's pretty close. Thickness will be... These sliders don't seem to work for me. You'd think I could just backspace over everything and type in the new figure and it would work, but... Points. Yeah, see, I'm trying to type in 7 there, and it's not working. That's pretty close. That's pretty good. Okay, Generate 3D relief, export 3D. And export 3D. There's a lot of other modeling tools that I could have used there, but I'm happy with what I got at the moment. So I'm not going to play with anything in this section at the moment. Okay, it's going to save as an STL. Let's give it a name. 3D HP. Vista logo. It's kind of strange, but that's what we're going to use. So hit save. Export options. Hit OK. And wham bam, that's done. Now let me go to my next screen here, which will be Carveco Maker. Go up here to File, New Model. Width 17. I guess width should be 21.5. And the height should be 17 3/4. Resolution all the way, inches, bottom left corner. Okay, let's try it again. Relief, import 3D model. Downloads, logo, open. Center it, looking good. It's what I wanted. Happy with that. I'm going to hit paste. Now it's pasted down. We can close that window out. That's what we're looking at. Go to Tools path, down here to 3D tool path, and do the whole relief. Just pick our finishing bit. And I'm going to be using my Jenny bit from Cadence Manufacturing. My 1/16 inch tapered ball nose, starting to get wore out. So I just got lucky on Dave Gatton CNC's live stream last night. I won a Jenny bit from Dave. It's good towards $25, so I'll apply that towards my 16-inch skinny Jenny tapered ball nose when I order a new one. Select roughing options. I will use my 1/4 inch downtown Jenny for roughing, which is right here. Select. Open up that window just a little bit. Okay, whole relief finishing options. It's going to be tool number 2. Feed rate 175. Plunge rate, I don't want to mess with it, even though I'm plunging very slow as it goes in my material and walked itself down. I don't want to break a bit. Feed rate 175 here also.
Ramping, plunge height. Now, hopefully I didn't screw that up, but I'm still above my material. So we'll see how that goes. Save C. Seven five. Not quite sure about that. Yeah, I have trouble rotating this around with my mouse. Don't think that's going to work out. Well, that might work. Let's give this a name. And calculate now. That looks pretty decent. So let's go here and see toolpath summary, see what it says. Total machine time says 3 hours 49 minutes. So it says. Never accurate, but let's see. Roughing will take 45 minutes. We write that down. And finish pass will take 4 hours 2 minutes. So let's put down 4 hours. We'll keep track of that for later. See how it comes out. Now I want to save my tool pass with a save. And the right side is save column, left side, let's see. 16th inch Skinny Jenny. Let's move that to the left. And we're going to save the file on the right. I'll highlight it. I'm going to give it a unique name.
Wow, that came out fantastic. Anyway, my total hours, let's see, roughing pass was 1 hour and 15 minutes, and a finishing time, believe it or not, was 10 hours, 44 minutes, which is pretty long, but it got done. When I was using my margin trowel there and trying to pop it up, I got a little crack right here. Got a little boo-boo. So I'll see if I can press that back in place and glue it. And that'll probably be okay, but check that out. That's 12 by 12. I use my Jenny bits on it. I use my Downtown Jenny 1/4 inch bit from Cadence Manufacturing. And then a finishing pass with a 1/16 inch tapered ball nose. I don't know why I always pronounce that wrong. And got it done. And I'm working on the Genmitsu 4040 Pro Max. Not a hiccup, worked great. I wasn't pushing it hard enough, I'll have to work on that. But it got done, came out amazing. Yeah, vistasculpt, drop in a picture, and wham bam, it's making some really nice stuff. So if you'd like to check out vistasculpt, there'll be a link down below. It'll be here on the screen, vistasculpt.com. Please go check them out, download a free trial. On my live stream this past weekend, depending on when you're watching this, I gave away a free trial. Vistasculpt is allowing me to give away three-month pro licenses. I gave away one last week in July on one of my live streams, not sure when yet. I'm going to be giving away another license. It'll be good for one free 3-month pro license. And then the following month, I'll give away the last one. And thank you very much, vistasculpt. It's awesome. So, looking good now, guys. Like, subscribe, and share. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you see sweat coming off my head, I live in Las Vegas. My garage door is open. I don't have a mini split in here. And yes, it gets kind of warm. I got to run a fan usually. But by this next summer, I want to put a mini split out here. So, until next time, guys, you have an awesome day. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. And have a great day. Later now.